Hi, everybody. I'm going to talk about one of my favorite prop replicas in prop replica history. And it is the White Witch's staff, held by Tilda Swinton, the incomparable, immutable Tilda Swinton as the White Witch, and she holds this in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. This is a prop made by Weta Workshop. I believe that the replica is also produced by Weta Workshop. It's a beauty. This is one of those pieces that feels like a genuine thing when you are holding it and touching it and looking up close. It's got some beautiful, sophisticated tarnishing that does not feel standard. Just spectacular. I bought this when it first came out, so I got it for its retail price, which is one of those, like, I feel super good about that. And over the years, it's broken. So both ends are a little bit broken. And that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to try and repair these ends today. And I'm going to try and do it with a little UV sensitive acrylic. So this is a technique introduced to me. Evan and Kate were here recently, and we did some crafting together, and I learned how they use UV-sensitive acrylic glue, and I really liked it. I've been using it lately, but this is the first kind of big thing I'm tackling that I feel like that process can do that few others can in the way that I want it to. So, like, what you can see here is, like, I've scabbed on some epoxy. No. This is terrible. It's yellowing at a different rate. This is plausibly, hard to say, but it could be polyester or it could be acrylic. I'm guessing it's more likely to be polyester because that's definitely what people like. That's definitely what the factories that make stuff like to use. What I'm going to fix both ends. You can see this one I drilled in to try and make a support to hold it. No. I have a much better plan now. So I'm going to take this apart, put it on the bench, start to set up to see if I can do this. And the way I came up with this technique, it's one of my favorite techniques for when I can't solve a problem. I think, what if I had to do it on the clock? What if I showed up for work today at 9 a.m. and my boss was like, they need this on set by 4 p.m., fix this end, make it look great. And that's when I came up with the solution that I'm about to execute. We'll see if it works. Three parts, that's it. So I'm going to start by prepping the ends of these to make them the right kind of tabla rasa. I thought the camera was rolling. I'm really sorry. I cut this at an angle to give it a kind of a scarf joint. I am going to build a dam around this out of cellophane, and then I am going to put in some of the UV sensitive resin and kick it from the outside of the cellophane to try and build up the rest of this ice crystal, which is what it's supposed to look like. So I'm going to mount it in here, and I've got some Scotch tape, and we're just going to, I don't know if this is going to work at all, but let's give it a shot. By the way, this technique of casting a clear resin into cellophane is an old Hollywood technique for making icicles. Yes, now you see why it makes sense. Okay, let's give that a shot. Oh, right, I need, all right, so. So we're going to, yeah. This is me, I'm so impatient. Oh my God, I love this resin. It's so clear. There we are. Okay, so what we've got is, oh man, that is, I'm really quite pleased with how that came out right off the bat. I am going to do some cleanup on this. Yeah. So icicles out of rolled up cones of cellophane taped together is absolutely not anything I innovated at all. And I'm just trying to clean up the transition a little bit, make it more sort of plainer. And I can come back in and polish this, I believe. Okay, let's get a little polish on there and see what that does. Oh, actually, no polish. I want to do a little drippy drip. And I want to, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to try a drippy drip, and I want to try hardening it as it's dripping. I had this idea. Let's try this. Here we go. I'm just going to try it like right here. And we're just going to try letting it fall. Come on, let's get you. Right, I don't have to worry about this kicking. This is how I'm so sorry, I was out of the frame. Here we go. I love how much irregularity I'm allowed by letting this flow and then curing it while it's flowing. It's really awesome. Yep, stop right there. Yes, look at you. Okay, now we're gonna get a little bit more out there. Go for a little bit more here. Oh man. So where I scratched it and then I'm curing it over it, I'm actually getting some nice irregularities. And again, turning it so I get some bumps that aren't all gravity fed. Oh, dude. Yeah, we'll fix that up there, I promise. This is getting great. Evan and Kate, you have changed my life. Yeah, I can barely see where the joint is. And now we're gonna just get a little bit more down in here. Mm-hmm. Dude, you can't even believe it. Let's try and get a little more up here, just because I like the look. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I feel like one half is done here. I can barely see the joint. It's right there. It's right there. Yeah, you can kind of see it. But again, when I'm holding it like this, it's mostly disappearing. Dude, I'm so happy about that. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, let's let that one set. Okay, nice. Yeah, I'll drill out that little bubble in there and we'll cover that. And now I've got this guy to do. And this guy I was thinking about doing in a totally different way. I was thinking about doing this. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna cut it to about here. And I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna hit this with some Scotch tape down here. Doing tape like this, always fold over a little tab so you can go peel it back later. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna, yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's get my glasses on. Let's get this on. We're gonna turn this over. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed and I need both hands. Okay, so here you go. Here is the flashlight and I'm gonna do this business. Yeah, I'm trying to straighten it out. And I'm gonna carve it down. Okay, we're gonna turn this off. I'm going to let that sit. I'm going to pull off my glasses and wash my hands. So I'm going to show you a close up here and I'm going to then drill it out. All right, so I'm going to be drilling out this little bubble that you can see in here and filling it. There we go. So I'm going to pour some resin. Yep. I'm going to pour some resin into this syringe here. There you go. You are full. Okay. All right, that one's gonna set. Now I'm gonna see about pulling this one out. I'm feeling that's pretty cool. Let me take care. No, actually, I think I can take care of this. Okay, I've sorry, I thought I was running. I coated it, and now I've kicked it. Dude. All right, let's let those set for a few minutes. Come on, there you go. We're gonna actually, oh, I see. Hold on, I got some work to do here on this guy. I'm doing this to add some final planar lines on this, and then I'm giving it a last clear coat. So tie it all in. I really like it. It shows up great on camera, but I'm here to tell you that also in person, the transition between the polyester and the acrylic isn't super clear, which is just what I wanted. The guide for reassembling your White Witch staff is pretty straightforward. The short end goes on the end of the short silver section. And the long end goes on the end of the long silver section. Dude, this has been broken for like the better part of a decade. And it just occurred to me when Evan and Caitlin showed me the beautiful clear resin technology that it occurred to me I might be able to fix this. And by the way, the break here is, wait, where is it? It's there. So I was able to add, let's see here. Wait, where is that break? There it is. 4 extra inches in the clear resin. Now, I'm not going to abuse this. I'm just going to take very good care of it now. But again, one of my favorite prop replicas in movies. This is up there to me with Gandalf's staff, of which I have every version. I even have Radagast's staff. I have Saruman's with the white stone in it. I don't have Gandalf the White's staff, and that's because I haven't found like a truly excellent replica. They all look kind of middling. But dude, the White Witch. Tilda Swinton never comes here. I'll just tell her how much of a fan I am of hers. Thank you guys for joining me for this very quick. Oh, also, listen, just to say this last thing. When you are presented with a mechanical or aesthetic problem to solve, and you are hitting a wall, asking yourself what you would do if you had to deliver this to someone else for someone else's desires but yours, is a fabulous reframing of your priorities. I get so locked into like wanting to do it perfectly. Like, what am I going to do? Am I going to sculpt it out of Sculpey and then make a mold and then fill that mold with polyester and then join the two halves together? And I get tired just thinking about that. And then I was just thinking like, all right, but what if it was 9 a.m. and my boss is like, dude, they broke this over the weekend. You got to fix it. They need it by 10 a.m. Then all of a sudden, some other ideas start presenting themselves. Like sometimes just framing the problem in a new way is a great way to let new solutions cascade down. That's the takeaway here. What if I was on the clock? Super, super delighted by this solution. Oh my God, this is so great. Thank you guys for joining me for this. And I'd love to hear some techniques you have for repairs using the UV sensitive resin. And I will see you all next time. Bye. Thank you so much for watching that video. If while watching any of my videos you like any of the t-shirts that you see me wearing, well, you can go buy them. And there's two places you can get them. First, you can go to tested-store.com, a web address that my crew laughs is one of the hardest things for me to remember in my whole brain. But now they've given me a second URL. You can now go to adamsavage.com and buy any of the t-shirts you see me wearing on this channel. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff there too. Thanks.